Hello, for my phonics activity, I decided to do distinguishing long vowel sounds from short sounds. And I'm going to do this in a game show format. I'm going to read the book In the Snow by B. Marker. This book I found on readingelephant.com. It's a printed book where they have pictures that they can color as well. The entire activity I found on education.com. So what I would start out with is I would start out by explaining the difference in long vowels and short vowels. A long vowel says its name, and if you see it, the symbol right here over the A in 8 tells you that the A says its name. If you take off the E on the end, it makes it into a short vowel, and then you would have the breve above it, and it would make a different sound. So the long, which is a macron, and it makes shows that the letter is a long vowel sound and says its name. So then we would go through the book, and I would read it through one time for them. In the Snow. This is the front cover of the book, and it tells you who it's by and where you can find it at online. It tells you that it focuses on long vowel sounds. Tim sat next to the window. "Mom," he said with a groan, "I don't want to stay in all day. Can I play in the snow?" "Yes," said Tim's mom, "but put on your coat." Tim was glad he could roam in the hills. Way up in the tree, there was a big, strong cat. "Do you want to play?" said Tim. The cat went to Tim in one leap. Okay, so after, read the entire book, we'd go back, and we'd start out on the first page, and we would decide if there were any words that have long vowels in them. Snow, we're going to point that one out because, that's what the book's about. So snow, of course, has a long vowel sound. It says S-N-O-W, and the O says its name, so snow. And then we'd go through this and point out the long and the short vowels. And then, after we went through that, we could start the game. And the game is called Will the Real Long Vowel Please Stand Up? This kind of gets them up and moving. It's based on the old game show. I don't know if any of you would remember this, but To Tell the Truth. So what we would do is, excuse me, first we would go through the long vowel picture cards. And they have several pictures with the vowels to emphasize their long sound, like A for acorn, E for ear, I for ice cream, O for oval, and U for unicycle. And we'd go over these and have the kids guess what the words are, and then they would see where the A was, the long vowel is. Okay, and then we would do the game. And what we would do is we would have a student volunteer to come up, and we have two words. We have the long vowel and the short vowel. Plate and pat. And I would hold on to one and then have another student take the second one. And I would say, excuse me, "Hi, my name is Plate. I'm a long vowel sound." And then the student would say, "My name is Pat, and I'm a long vowel sound." And then we would let all the students guess and see if they could figure out which one was the real long vowel sound. And in the end, we'd have the whole classroom say, Will the real long vowel sound please stand up? And then, of course, plate would stand up. And then we have other ones that are like, let's see, there's cape and cap and weight and what. And they would, I could get volunteers to come up and they would do this with the class. And and then once they got the hang of that, we have a list of words, and we could do those in the same manner, and have the students, just one would have one word and the other one would have another word, and they would have to decide which one is the real one. And then for the final, I'm sorry, excuse me, for the assessment, we'd have this little quiz that we could do as a class. And what it would be is you would go through line one and decide which one is the has the long vowel sound, and etc. all the way down. And then after that, I'm sorry, excuse me. And they could practice this for a while. And if anybody finished early, they could draw pictures, just whatever pictures they could think of that showed words with long vowel sounds on it, make their own picture cards. And if the students, the more advanced students, they could do things like write rhyming long excuse me, write rhyming long vowel sentences, something like the crate was a great place for a pet, and underline which words are the long vowels for me. And for the struggling students, we could cut the word list down on the quiz to just a few, instead of 8 rows, we could just do 4 maybe. And we could also have the struggling students work as in pairs, so that they would, could decide together which is the right ones and which ones are not. But that's my lesson, and we could do the cards. The kids would probably enjoy doing the standing up part a lot, because they like to get up and run around and do things. So having them stand for the long vowels to say which one is and which one isn't, I think they would enjoy that. All right, well, thank you.